Mother is grieving the loss of her 3 young sons after they fell through the ice on a pond.
It happened yesterday in Bonham, about 65 miles northeast of Dallas in Fannin County. Fox 4's Vanya Castillo has more from the mother who jumped in to try to save her children.
Well, the 3 brothers tried saving each other after one of them fell into this pond right behind me, which is on private property. Now, I spoke to their mom, who says their heroic actions are exactly what she expected from them.
How do you go from having 6 kids to 3? I don't know how you do that. I guess I gotta figure it out, though.
A quiet house surrounded by a field of fresh fallen snow. The steady laughter of Cheyenne Hangman and her kids playing filled the air.
We were actually just supposed to go, like, sledding on a cardboard box somewhere on a hill or something. But that didn't happen.
Instead, her 3 boys ventured off across the field.
I told them to stay off the ice, stay away from the pond.
In a matter of seconds, their lives would be changed forever. 6-year-old Howard went onto the thin ice and fell in. His 2 older brothers, 8-year-old Caleb and 9-year-old AJ, rushed into the water to save him.
I expected the other one to try to save the other one and the other one to go after the other one. Yeah, I expected that.
Hangman says her daughter ran to her screaming that her brothers were drowning.
I thought I was going to make it all the way to him.
She says it took her less than 30 seconds to get to them, but as soon as she went onto the ice, it broke beneath her as well.
The ice was breaking as I would set them up there, and I was just like, I couldn't win. I couldn't win that battle. I was 3 of them, 1 of me.
John Ramsey.
Man, this is sad, man. You know, my condolences to this mother. Bonham, Texas. Ooh wee. Man, 6-year-old had fell in, and then his 2 older brothers was, coming to save him. They were gonna stick together, and as she said, that's what she expected. Oh man. My condolences again to this mother. His parents, she has 6 total, and now she has 3. But even she tried to go in and try to save him, but as she was saying, it was 3 of them and just 1 of her. So, man, I couldn't imagine. I really couldn't imagine. And it's crazy that you can be out playing and having a good time, and then a few moments later your life is changing. Just a few moments later, everything changes. And she had said to them not to, run across and go near the pond, and somehow, they just went ahead and did it. It's just like sometimes you can tell your kids not to do stuff and hope they listen, and then they don't listen, so this is just a real tragic story, really. It's pretty much all I can say about this. I had seen this story and was just contemplating on, whether or not I wanted to do a video on it, but I always say, man, it's a lesson in every situation, incident that happens. And, if you got kids, even like I said, man, for parents, you got to understand, even if you tell your kids not to do something, they may go ahead and do it anyway, and for kids, listen to your parents. Your parents are here to guide you, to teach you, and to try to nurture you up into being adults. And then you start that cycle with your own kids if you have them. Your parents are here to protect you, keep you alive, and, try to watch you grow, So this is, it's heartbreaking, really. I can't imagine, what she was thinking or what she was going through. Frigid cold, trying to pull her 3 boys up, and just not able to do it physically. You know what I'm saying? 3 people will be a lot for, a man with, a large muscle mass. 3 people will be a lot for him to try to save in those type of situations, because you got to think, it's panic on all sides, a lot going on, and I'm just praying, that she can somehow find the strength to try to, continue, because she does have 3 additional kids. So somehow try to find the strength, to keep going as she's grieving, because, she seems like a wonderful mother, and she definitely has to understand she has 3 other kids that are going to be looking up to her to try to continue on, even though this is something that's like a long lasting effect that I'm sure she'll never get over. And I really couldn't imagine the pain that she's actually going through in this whole ordeal.
The Bonham High School football coach was nearby and heard screams for help. He was able to save the mom. Any person in that situation would have done the same thing, he told us. I was simply close enough to help in a moment of crisis. Hangman says that as soon as she came out of the water, she knew.
I knew that they were already gone. I knew that they were already gone, and I needed to get myself together for the other 2 that watched the whole thing.
Through grief, she's holding on to the memories of her boys.
EJ he wanted to be a football star. He wanted to play football. That's all he wanted to do. And Caleb, he was just like a soul you would want to be around, happy all the time, singing, dancing, his hair just flapping everywhere. And Howard was just, I can describe him as goofy. He liked to make people laugh.
Of the brothers that fought, loved, and died for each other.
They were mean to each other, but once something happens, goes down, they're right there for each other.
Remembering the moments they had together.
That day, I was just kissing Caleb on his cheeks, and he was just sitting there smiling, like I was just kissing him for no reason. And he was just like, what are you doing?
And the ones she wishes for.
Because I didn't get to kiss the other ones. Not that day.
The Fannin County Sheriff's Office is investigating, and this is part of a standard procedure. Now, the family is trying to raise money to help lay these 3 beautiful boys to rest. If you would like to help, you can head to our website at fox4news.com. Vania Castillo, Fox 4 News.
Very, very tragic. Kids, listen to your parents, listen to them. Because, they're trying to tell you something that's going to save your life. So, again, my heart goes out to the mother, rest of the family. And, kiss your kids, man. Love your kids, because, these days, man, you just really just never know, man. This is, definitely an unfortunate event. And, these, if the kids would have just listened, they would be, still there with their mother. And, again, like, she seems like a great mother. So, and then, of course, like she said, it was 2 other kids out there who seen the whole thing happen. So you have to worry about their mental and how they, took the whole situation as well. I'm going to go ahead and, wrap this video up. If you like my content, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. This is Justin Paul. Peace.